Well, here is my old childhood sled. He's down for some repairs here. Don't mind this totally mangled slider. There's nothing left to it, and this piece was just kind of sitting up in there. Bogey wheels were rubbing on it, so I tried to break it off, but man, that thing's a little stronger than I thought it was, so I'll have to get something and saw it off. Anyways, that's not the point of the video. First things first, I loosened off the track so you can get enough play and pull that track back together. As you can see, my track has seen way better days, and I've been just stitching it together with rope here. As you can see, this flap had ripped off right here, and then later ripped off right here. And now this year, it ripped off right here. I already drilled out the holes. I just took a drill bit about that size. Drilled myself some holes. And I got this rope here. This isn't the soft rope, it's the stiffer rope. Twisted rope, 3 strands. The polypropylene. I believe that's the same stuff that I used on this here last year. And it's held up pretty good, man. I put quite a bit of miles on this sled with it like that. Now we got to keep in mind that this is a Yamaha Bravo. This ain't no 440 or 700 powerful machine. If you try to do this repair on a sled like this, unless you went really slow and gentle on it, it would probably just rip itself to shreds right away. But given that this is a Bravo and it maxes out at like 70 kilometers an hour and doesn't really have enough power to friggin' roast the track, unless you try hard, then it will. But this repair is probably only going to work on a gutless sled like this. It works for now. I'm just having a lot of trouble finding a track of this size. I can find new tracks for the real stubby track Bravo, like the older ones. I can find tracks for the long track, but not this middle size track. Get yourself a nice point like that. Now we should be successful. Although to be honest, I'm probably not going to label this as a how-to because I'm honestly not even recommending doing it to your sled. But hey, if you got an old Bravo kicking around with a rotten track and you just want to fix that track just so you can putz it around, and in this case I'm kind of repairing the track and just sorting out her other issues before I actually invest in a new track. I was thinking, if anything, I may just get a long track. I'll cut the track so it's a proper length and then find some sort of deals to connect the track together. That's probably my only option. This poor old sled's so rough, it's not even worth the money for a new track, but I don't know. I'm more of the sentimental type, and man, I bombed around with this so much when I was a kid. I kind of just want to keep her going because of that. Just want to melt the ends that you cut off. Kind of melt them into a ball and squish them together so the knot never unties. And yeah, like 2 or 3 times last year I ended up melting that rope just a little bit right where it goes into the knot, and it ended up tearing right there. So there, wow, that's actually turned out pretty good. Right there, that's exactly what you want. See, I was talking about, this is the part of the rope you don't want to burn. You just want to burn the ends and kind of squish them on there, and once you got that, then you kind of just give her some good squishes, but be careful, it's friggin' hot, and you just make that knot so it never unties. And that about concludes this episode of Rupert's Redneck Track Repair.